I never thought of myself as a good photographer. I don't aspire to make outstanding art or to inspire people with it. It just makes me feel good. I like the mechanics, the sounds, and the chemistry of analog photography. And the grain, look at it. It's like you could almost touch it. But what if we could hear the grain? Let it sing.
I think I could help with that.
Oh yeah?
Sure, but you need some pictures first.
I think I can take care of that.
You already know where you'll go?
Yeah, I'm gonna go north.
Cool.
Literally.
Honey, I got what you want. Give me all of your love, 'cause it's burning hot. It's what you do to me, babe, I can guarantee. Honey, I got what you need. Under the night sky, I want your eyes all on me. Don't tell me lies now, I always get mine. Don't play with me. Do you want it? Can you feel me? Can you handle it? Right? Do you want it? Don't say love on hold. I can't take it anymore. Put your love on me now. Trust me and you will see it. Honey, I got what you want. Honey, I got what you need. Honey, I got what you want. Honey, I got what you need. So don't put your love on hold. Can't feel me, I can't take it anymore. Honey, I got what you want. Honey, I got what you want, got what you need now.
I can see in your eyes that you've been lying by the hour. I'm always wrong and you're right, I know that's your superpower. I know you're sneaking out at midnight. It's hard for me to realize. Got me feeling jealous while you're careless when you're with your new lover. And every time I see you running out of your door, no matter what you say, swear that I've seen it before. I feel some kind of way, kicking like it's on the floor. You got me coming back for more and you drive me insane. I know you got so many issues, I ain't trying to fix you, 'cause you know I just can't get enough of your loving. And every time I kiss you, hey, who I turn into? No point in taking cover, I know there ain't no other. I know you got your issues, I ain't trying to fix so many issues. Ain't trying to fix you. Cry me a river, right as you quiver. You be the sinner and me believer. Why so criminal? What you wishing for? You call it love, 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 love. Breaking it down, shaking inside and running your mouth. I'm done with the frown, oh, but shit, you turn it around. You and all your lies, oh, oh. But every time I see you running out of your door, no matter what you say, swear that I've seen it before. I feel some kind of way, kicking like it's on the floor. You got me coming back for more and you drive me insane. I know you got so many issues, I ain't trying to fix you, 'cause you know I just can't get enough of your loving. And every time I kiss you, hey, who I turn into? No point in taking cover, I know there ain't no other. I know you got your issues, I ain't trying to fix so many issues. I know you got so many issues, I ain't trying to fix you, 'cause you know I just can't get enough of your loving. And every time I kiss you, hey, who I turn into? No point in taking cover, I know there ain't no other. I know you got your issues, I ain't trying to fix so many issues.
The full-length video of the road trip is available on Patreon. Consider becoming a patron to support the channel.
Okay, now that I have some pictures, I want to turn them into sound in a process called image sonification. And I made a tool for this, it's called Grainophone. You can just drop any photograph into it and hear what it sounds like.
You know, people are gonna use it on images of sensitive nature.
The link is in the description, don't disappoint me. To understand how this works, let's go step by step. These photographs, they were shot on film, and film at its core is a continuous random scattering of light-sensitive chemical crystals, not particularly suitable for being handled by my PC. So I scanned them using a digital camera and a macro lens, transforming those chemical patterns into a digital 2D array of numbers. Each cell in that array is a pixel, and if you didn't know, the word comes from picture element. Each pixel has two coordinates, x and y, and in a grayscale image, each pixel also has a brightness value going from 0 to 255, 0 being black, 255 being white. Everything in between is a shade of gray.
So a photograph is just a very large spreadsheet.
Yeah, I never really thought about it that way, but yes, Excel land point. And you could think of brightness as a third axis, a z coordinate, and it's kind of fun to think about it this way because you can transform an image into a height map where peaks are the brightest pixels and valleys the darker ones. An audio file, on the other hand, is at its most reduced just a list of numbers. Just one number per moment in time representing amplitude, air pressure, the displacement of a speaker cone. There is no other information stored, which is a little counterintuitive because when we think about how we perceive music, we can easily distinguish different characteristics like pitch, timbre, texture, the richness of a chord, the difference between a violin or a piano.
Yet all of it emerges entirely from the pattern of those single amplitude values over time. The frequency of the pattern creates pitch. If the amplitude values repeat a cycle quickly, high frequency, short wavelength, we hear a high pitch. If they repeat slowly, we hear a low pitch. The shape of the pattern creates timbre. This is the texture or color of a sound. A smooth, rolling wave pattern creates a pure tone like a flute. A jagged, zigzag pattern creates a harsh bassitone like a violin or a synth.
An image is a 2D array, while an audio file is a function of time. Converting one into the other requires some form of transformation, and that is sonification. Sonification is a mapping problem. You have a data set, in this case an image, and you need to establish a correspondence between its structure and the parameters of sound. Three decisions define that mapping. One, which part of the picture is going to become time. Two, what feature of the image gets extracted. And three, what part of sound that feature controls. So let's tackle number one quickly. Audio is a function of time and an image is not. So a temporal axis has to be constructed. The most straightforward choice is spatial. Scan the x-axis from left to right and each column becomes a moment in the signal. And from there, two parameters follow. The total duration of the scan, let's say 5 seconds, and the number of steps, meaning how many columns you actually sample. A full HD image has 1920, so we might want to only sample 25 of them, for example, evenly spaced. That would be 5 per second. But you know, your choice here. At each time step, the analyzed column needs to yield a scalar, a single value that captures something meaningful about the image at that position. So how do you compute that scalar? We could ask a very simple question like how bright is the column overall? Take all the pixel values in that column, average them, and the result is a single number between 0 and 255.
Or you could go for texture and ask how much contrast is in this column. Rather than averaging the pixel values, this method measures their variance, how spread out they are. A column where every pixel is a similar shade of gray has low variance. A column where pixels alternate between near black and near white has high variance.
And a third option is where is the sharpest edge in this column. For a landscape photograph, that is almost always the horizon or the ridgeline, the edge between the bright sky and a dark mountain. The edge detector finds that transition and returns its vertical position.
Colonoscopy.
What?
In this step, we inspect columns, don't we? We could have called it colonoscopy.
It bothered me so much that you're technically right. And now that we have extracted a scalar from each column, we need to decide what it controls in the audio. This is the parameter mapping step. Amplitude is largely disqualified. Turning spatial structure into an amplitude spectrum would not produce a coherent pitch sound unless periodic structure is introduced. To get something musical, we need temporal oscillation. So instead, the scalar controls frequency. It drives an oscillator telling it how fast to vibrate.
But mapping a continuous scalar directly to a continuous frequency range produces something that rarely sounds musical. Any value is possible, including all the ones that fall between notes. To solve this, we quantize. We define a musical scale, and every scalar gets rounded to its closest note on that scale.
I shoot on Ilford HP5 Plus, developed in Rodinal, and for those who know, that combination produces grain that most people would find excessive. I consider it a feature though. I like it.
I like grains too.
You're a hologram, you don't eat. And I want to hear that grain, so we need to quantify it. The trick is to subtract a blurred version of the image from the original. The blur acts as a low-pass filter, retaining all the large-scale information, forms, gradients, edges, and discarding the fine texture. The residual is exactly what the blur removed, the grain. And from that residual, we compute a single value per column, the average magnitude of the noise. That value controls the volume of a white noise layer in the audio. Okay, now that we have put everything together, let's listen to a few landscape photos. The Olympus OM1 is the first camera I have ever used. I learned photography with it back when I was 16, a long time ago, and it was my father's, bought it back in 1974 or so. Today I own two, and I also occasionally shoot with the Olympus XA2. There's something about being present, you know, when you're taking the shot, a precious shot.
Film photography is expensive.
Yeah, it is. And, you know, being there through the whole process of fixing an image in time, it's just special. And the piece of film was there, you know. When I took the shot, it's like a little chemical souvenir. So knowing that this also encapsulates music somehow, I find it quite magical. So yeah, go ahead. Play with the Grainophone, have fun, consider becoming a patron on Patreon and joining the Discord server. And I'll see you very soon. Bye. Hey Reggie.
Yeah?
Do you know any Excel formulas?
Yeah, some.
Yeah, I'm so fresh like the morning. Mouth wide open like they yawning. Every time they see me, they in G-Shock. Homie, this is too far. Homie, I feel too alive. You can see me like Illuminati. You can see me like Illuminati. But I'm shining so bright, so bright. Don't come and try to share some.